coming to your town if you live in the following places in September, with Cloud Nothings Ended and Soulblind. Nashville, Tennessee, Atlanta, Georgia, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Tampa, Florida, Charleston, South Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, New Kensington, PA, Cleveland, Ohio, and Louisville, Kentucky. I'm doing a comedian style from now on.
I like it. Just right to the point.
Yeah.
I love it.
Look it up.
Yeah.
We're coming to your city. Look it up.
Boom. Dude, I realized one quick note on that is New Kensington. I had someone related to me, or not related to me, but a family member of my wife's texted me and was like, "Hey, I didn't know you're playing Philadelphia." And I was like, "Philadelphia?" He's like, "Yeah, in Kensington." He's like, "I can't find it. Is that a new venue?" I was like, "Oh, fuck. No, that's Pittsburgh, PA. The total opposite, 6 hours away. But if you want to come to that, Philadelphia, you got to drive 6 hours, then you can come see us."
Speaking of, my dad thought that Pittsburgh was 3 hours away the other day. He was like, yeah. He's like, I saw that you're playing in Pennsylvania, but it's somewhere that's 3 hours away. I was like, brother, it's like 7 hours away.
Dude, like Harrisburg's closer to 3 hours away. It's like 2 and some change.
Yeah, but
and that's not even halfway through the country.
Well, my dad's only been driven like kind of through Pittsburgh on the way to Kentucky, where my brother lives. So, and he's probably driving like 90 miles an hour. He doesn't really put the time together.
How do you think your dad would do on tour?
Bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. I mean,
do you think he would do great and then be like, "I'm bored, man. I gotta do something."
No, I think because especially sort of recently, I mean, my dad's always been interested and like asks me a lot of questions about it. But especially lately, now that we've been doing a lot more and on a bigger scale, he is very curious. Like, I feel like every time I talk to him, he'll be like, "Yeah, so like we'll talk about something." He's like, "So does the label pay for that?" And I was like, the label doesn't pay for anything. They really don't. Like, listen, I love Blue Grape, but the label, you pay for it.
Yeah.
The label is a bank. They pay for
some things.
The odd thing here and there, but it's never like they don't pay for you to rent a vehicle to take on tour. They don't pay for it. And if they do pay for it, you're paying it back.
Where do you think people get that from, though? Do you think people get that from? Because I feel like a lot of people think that way, like movies and stuff. Just like, we signed the big record deal.
I mean, for sure. I think people think that the way that it works is, the label invests money into you to get you bigger, so they make a bigger return. And it's like, in theory, that kind of makes sense, but no, you just pay for all of it,
and then hope it works out.
But the plus side is, I don't know, maybe certain contracts are different, but in our experience, you don't owe the label anything if you just like quit. Yeah,
that is true. They don't come after you. They kind of take the gamble on paying.
You're kind of just stuck with them until your contract is up. Like you can't quit and they'd be like, "Well, we're on this label now."
Yeah. Unless it's discussed. All that stuff.
It has to be mutual. As far as the comparison to labels and banks, which is the most appropriate comparison, because that's pretty much how they're loaners.
Especially in this day and age, too.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's no, like, radio or anything. There is, but...
They're like... Yeah, honestly, they're pertinent in different areas, but mostly it's just fronting money to the musician.
Which, like, hey, can you buy us a house and with like a 0 interest loan? That would be smart.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to like have that pull with a label to be like, "Yo, buy me a house," but then like, because then that might be like kind of a cheat way to get a lower finance rate.
I definitely,
because your royalties are just paying it back.
Yeah, I guess if you have business hour.
Damn, I'm gonna hit up Dave from Blue Grape and be like, "Brother, you gotta buy me a house."
We're gonna have like 2 houses.
Yeah. You gotta buy me a house, man. Just financially, that's the only way it's gonna work. Hey, man, for LP2, maybe if it's good enough and we dangle it in front of them, we'll be like, "You're gonna have to buy me a house."
Dude, hold on, let me think about that. That's not a bad idea. If you got other residuals and it's like, just this record deal, just the house will work for us. You're already living in there. That's paying your mortgage. You don't even have to think about it. That's the best. That's like the goal in life is to just not think about it and just go along with your day and not have to worry about anything.
I mean, not that I have a lot of money, but that's a little how I operate now.
Yeah, same. But
I don't like to look at my bank account if I can help it.
No,
because every time I'm due, I'm like, man, I should make some more money. I need to make some more money.
No, it's nice to be at a point in life, and I think just like this is how adults usually work. So it's nice to be like that. Is like you get the bill at the end of the night, you just like put your credit card down, and you just pay it, and you leave. When I remember being young and just being like, ooh, $35.
They charge us for this?
I didn't get a refill. I didn't get a refill on my soda. They charged me for a refill? What?
Charging for refill is pretty psychotic.
Yeah, I mean that's very Euro of someone to do that shit.
Don't get me started on Europe, dude. I know we're like the video game podcast now, but last time we talked about Death Stranding and how it's just like I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, I still don't know what it's about.
Dude, I downloaded it because I was reading a lot about it, and so many people were like, some people were like, it's a walking simulator, LOL, because like you really are just like walking around.
I kind of like that. I kind of like
here's
walking
the thing.
around and seeing shit.
I downloaded it. I played it. I may return to it, but dude, after like a little bit, I played it for probably collectively 2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours. That's enough time to get like a sense of the game.
So a lot of stuff I was reading was like, you got to stick with it for a little bit to kind of. But dude, there's too much. There's too much like information. Like it. Don't get me wrong. It looks amazing.
Oh. See, that's enticing me when it looks amazing.
Once I got to the point where like, okay, there's like human enemies, and then there's like these like ghost things.
Okay.
Called BTs. And once I got to those, like you can't just shoot them. There's like a whole fucking rigmarole about killing them. Yeah. And I'm just like, I don't like this.
Yep.
So I started playing Grand Theft Auto 5 again.
Grand Theft Auto 5. That's not the one in New York. That's like the most recent.
It's the most recent one.
Most recent.
One. They did just come out with like an actual trailer for the new one.
I know, yeah. People are pretty hype on it.
I mean, it looks great.
It looks awesome. I think it's gonna be sick. I think they took their time with it.
Dude, like, can I say something controversial?
You think it's gonna suck?
I don't think it's gonna suck. I think it's gonna flop.
It's not gonna flop. Dude.
I think it's gonna
impossible
flop.
for it to flop.
I don't know if it's impossible.
I mean,
I think the expectations are. Oh well, financially, it's not gonna flop.
Okay. Then I'll hear you out from here.
Critically, I think it could flop.
Okay, I think there's a chance it critically could flop. But like, what's a critical flop? Just like the game's just not fun to play and it gets bad reviews.
So the fact that it's taken them fucking 20 years to make the thing, I think it's likely not going to have any bugs. It's going to run perfectly. Yeah. I would like to think that they're going to account for the sheer volume of people trying to download this thing at one time.
That's what I'm worried about.
But dude, they know what. I mean, there's so many memes about how long it's taken them to make this fucking thing and how high the expectations are. But dude, I just have a feeling it's going to be like the game will be good, but not good enough.
It's going to come out it's still another year away.
Yeah, that is kind of fucked up.
I think
because like, what are they doing between now and then?
I'm hoping all that shit of like, does it work efficiently? Can we, like, are all the bugs figured out?
It's got to be done, and they're just like,
safeguarding it,
scrutinizing over every little like.
Well, maybe they're trying to do DLCs and stuff. They're thinking like how they're going to do drops throughout the year, because that game is a cash cow.
It's so weird because, dude,
it's fun.
People don't want to hear it, but man, we need Red Dead 3. I've read so much stuff that's like they're not going to make any more of those.
That would be stupid if they don't. But
it's so there's a lot of people out there that are like me, where they're like, it's easily the best game of all time.
Yeah, the storyline's great, the visuals great, the mechanics are great,
but like. I can't see why it doesn't make as much money as Grand Theft Auto, obviously, but
That's not the only Rockstar game.
Red Dead 2 is such a legendary game.
Yeah.
That I'm like, they're gonna make more. They have to.
They have to.
I'll kill myself if they don't. If Rockstar comes out and they're like, yeah, we're just like we're putting all our eggs in the basket of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I'm shooting myself in the
That's
temple.
it. I think they will. I don't see why they wouldn't. Dude. I mean, also saying they won't stirs up a little controversy, and people are like, "It's never going to come out." And the Reddit pages, the community starts.
I would think that not saying anything would lead to the most,
but
curiosity as to what's going on with it.
Those fools on Reddit are like, there's a huge community of just that. Right, and then there's this dev people that are probably looking at that, so they know the market. They know it's there.
I bet there's literally. I mean, maybe there's a known thing, but there's got to be at this point people that work at like Rockstar and Ubisoft and whatever that just are on Reddit all day.
Yeah, and just kind of
and they just gather stuff. Like, yo, here's what the people are saying on Reddit.
I bet you it's one step further now, and they just scrape it with like a AI, and then they.
That sucks, dude.
I know. Hey, I know. I want to sit on the internet and just scroll all day, but I bet you they scrape it, and then there's someone that just makes like, that's awful. The word clouds. You ever see those?
Oh, dude,
they're so awful.
Makes me sick.
A corporate life, they can make it not that way, but yet they do, and it's miserable.
They're fucking scum, dude. That's because
who likes that?
I mean, nobody likes that. That's the thing. Like, that's. I mean, we know people that are definitely like corporate people in one way or another.
Yeah.
And dude, they're just kind of just like, all due respect, the most just like creatively bankrupt stooges out there. I guess, like, they're not stupid, but they got nothing to offer in the way of creativity.
I guess there's some people that just can't do it. They just don't know how to.
I think they don't know how to, and I think they don't. I don't know if they want to.
That's another thing. Yeah, they just kind of want to.
Dude, I shouldn't talk. I've become the least creative person I know. Dude, I don't write songs anymore. I don't.
Dude, it's a calm before the fucking storm, brother.
I hope you're right.
It's the calm before the storm.
I don't do anything anymore.
Calm. We're podcasting right now. It's happening.
I know.
It's live,
this is kind of this and. We practiced with the Creeks band yesterday, and that fun. Really, like, aside from it being like 1,000 fucking degrees,
I know.
It was so nice to just like play music.
Yeah, I was. So we're playing a show with John with Creeks on my birthday, July 25th.
I can't believe you were down to play it.
The reason I was down to play it is because I just wanted to. I was like, I enjoy hanging out with my boys on a weekday, just like. Oh, Wednesday night we're just going to get together. Even if nothing really happens, it's just nice to drive somewhere, shoot the shit,
dude,
and just
hit Fishtown Market.
Hit the market, play a little, and then that's it. No, it's just nice. And that's why I was looking for it. And then I mean, a lot of my friends will be at that show anyway. So it's like, I'm going to go to dinner beforehand, have celebrate the birthday. We're going to come there. It's an easy set. It's not like if I had to play like a headline set, I wouldn't do that. Unless
what if you're making like 10K?
The money's different, but but it's just a little jamming on the drums.
John's not paying you 10K to play the show.
He's only paying me 8. What the?
He's giving me and Mike 10
each. He said we were splitting 8, all of us.
Man, Nah, I'm getting 10. I asked for 12. And he said, best I can do is 10. I was like, all right.
I guess it'll happen.
But he's like, I got to take it from Jake's cut. I was like, all right.
John, if you're listening, probably not, but.
We should have had John on the pod today.
Yeah.
We should get him back on here.
It's been a while since he's been on the pod.
Last time he was on here, oh man, I hate to throw him under the bus like this. He said that he liked, we were talking about, damn, this was so long ago.
Yeah.
He was talking about, shortly after Kamala's running mate, Tim Walz was.
Oh,
he was like, I like him. I was like, what about him?
I guess it's been a while since he's been on the pod.
Yeah, dude.
He's been on the pod a decent amount, but it's probably been about 40 episodes. I don't know. Someone go look back and see the last time John was on the pod.
It's crazy that him and I live blocks away, and both of us don't do shit all day, and we never hang out with each other.
Yeah, when he said that, I don't want to put him on blast too much, but when he said that last night, I was like, dude, hit me up, dude. I'll hang. We can go get dinner. I like to eat food.
Yeah, I mean,
got nothing much going on. I am a dog trainer these days, though. I'll tell you what, dude.
Do you have like a whistle?
I don't have a whistle, so I've been taking my dog to dog training classes, and it's basically I learn, and then I have to teach the dog, and then we learn something new every week. But no big deal. But I'm getting my dog to heel pretty nicely. Heel?
What about sick?
Oh, dude, that's probably later in the sessions. Sick 'em, boy.
That'll be awesome.
That shit's terrifying though when they have dogs that actually like go and bite the arm.
Yeah, I follow a couple of people online. Weirdly, only people that I went to high school with. But I've seen them like go to places where they do that. Mm-hmm. Like I'm like, is that a like axe throwing kind of vibe where you're just like an activity that you pay and they're like, yeah, you just get bit by, you wear a big arm thing and let dogs attack you. I'm like, that's not fun at all.
No. If that sounds terrible.
Maybe it's like skydiving. It's just like the rush of getting attacked by a vicious.
Well, I don't want to skydive either.
Foaming.
I know you. I
want to skydive.
I know you want to.
I do want to skydive.
We'll do a live pod and skydive. I'm not going. I'm not.
I wonder if I'll ever do it.
I feel like you. I mean, dude, you got time.
I know that's the thing. I should just go do it, but it seems like such a thing. Like you got to watch a fucking video, and then they probably sit there and lecture you the whole time. Like, all right, so I don't know, but then you do have a person strapped to your back, so maybe they're just like, yeah, I mean, just like
you just gotta go
strap
limp,
in
pretty much when you get pushed out, and then just right.
I think so. I mean, I don't think you can do anything. Yeah. The person's on your back. It's not like you can grab onto them or anything.
Dude, I know I would get up there and I'd be like, yeah. And then I get up there and be like, I can't do it.
That's I have a little bit of a fear of that, but I'd imagine that happens all day long. There's got to be so many people that like get up there and they're like, I can't do it. My heart's jumping out of my chest.
But do you think they're just like, we're gonna do it, and then how much pull do you need to give or to have for them to back off?
Well,
because I would want them to just, I'm up there, I've made up my mind, just like, I'm going to say no, but just keep.
I bet they try to do a little convincing, but it is technically putting your life at risk. So I'm sure they're like, listen, if you don't want to do it, because at some point, if someone's that scared, they probably become a liability. If they're strapped to you and they're like, because they're on the front of you, there's only so much they can do. But I mean, I'm sure it's like, if somebody's really freaking out, they can probably make it pretty difficult for the person that's actually has to do stuff.
I'm just thinking when you were saying about the heart racing, like what if someone had a heart attack, you know?
I'm sure that happens too.
It's like, my heart. And you're like, oh.
I think it's just a fucking quiet ride down, man.
You're like, is this guy all right? There's no screaming, just kind of limp, but. And then you get down there like, oh, fuck, he was dead. You strapped to me.
I'm willing to bet most people that are scared and they end up jumping out are probably like, I want to do it again. Like, I don't think there's any way somebody goes through with it and they're like, I'm never doing that again.
My thought is, if I got pushed out the door and after that, like, initial 10 seconds, I think I'd be like, free fall, and I'd be like, this is sick. And it would be like, they pull the chute. I'd be like, whoa! And then I would look around. There's a nice view.
Dude.
And then I'd be like, man, that was fun.
My thing is, for the first, like, while you're... before you pull the chute, the height is probably so abstract to you that... And it doesn't... It's not like the ground is rushing up at you yet. You're probably, like... Just like, this is nuts.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure once you pull the chute and you start getting closer to the ground, you're probably like, this is actually scary.
Oh, see,
that's the part that seems scary.
I don't think I'd be that scared. I'd be like, all right, there's the ground. The chute's deployed. We're just kind of like, floating around up here. I just jumped out of I don't know. The worst part is probably the few minutes before you hit the altitude when it's kind of loud in the plane. They're like, hey, buddy, you good to go? And you're like, yeah.
How do you think you would do? Have you ever seen those videos of those buildings where you're on the top floor and it leans forward and you're like looking through the glass? How do you think you do with that?
I think I would do fine.
Because that seems scarier to me than jumping out of a plane.
They're not going anywhere, so if I treat it like a roller coaster, I'm leaning. But
dude, roller coasters malfunction.
I know they do.
I'm just like, dude, all it takes, one poorly greased gear or something, and this fucking thing.
A little rock.
This thing skips, and the whole fucking thing falls forward, and I go tumbling out.
If you had if they were like, all right, you can wear a little harness, would you just feel
I would feel
like,
okay with that.
You know, you'd be planking on
if
that
I'm
shit.
strapped in, I feel all right.
I think I'd be fine, but I definitely think the more you fight that shit, the more you're like, it feels crazier. Where you're just kind of laying on the window and just kind of.
I mean, the scariness is the appeal, I guess, but I don't know. Bungee jumping seems the craziest to me.
Dude, I think, now correct me if I'm wrong, everyone, but isn't bungee jumping more dangerous than skydiving?
It has
more
to
deaths?
be. It has to be.
When I went to New Zealand, that's like one of the things people do. They're bungee jump, and I said I cannot.
I mean, dude, I don't like that.
I cannot do that activity.
It's attached to your ankles for one. I don't like that.
I don't like you go right, and the things behind. Then they throw the thing behind you, the rope that's attached to you.
Yes.
But what if it gets caught? Shit gets caught on people's necks. Shit gets caught when you bounce back up.
Or like in Joe Dirt when he jumps off and it comes back up and hits his head on the bridge. That's my fear. I go shooting back up and get knocked unconscious, and they put fucking dreadlocks on me.
Did you ever see the African tribes where they do the
bungee
jump?
Like, they jump onto like basically just like the hard ground, and they're like there's a vine type. Yeah, there is some show.
That's where it originated.
Maybe like An Idiot Abroad or something. So one of those kind of travel
I love
shows.
That show.
And there was a dude doing it, and I'm like, dude, they're hitting the ground so hard. Like I don't even know why they're tethered to the vine. They're hitting the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems awesome.
Yeah, I'll pass on every sort of bungee jumping. I'll probably be more likely to skydive, but I don't need to. There's not like in my life, that's not a check mark I need to check box I need to check. But I say you should do it. I think that'd be sick, bro. You'd be like a skydiving guy. Get like a little like zigzag in your hair.
Maybe I'll do it.
Yeah, dude. Little GoPro.
Dude, I was thinking of something the other day. Mm-hmm. Forgive me if we've talked about this before, but what do you think your love language is?
My love language.
If you believe in that sort of thing.
I don't, but see, isn't there kind of like categories, right? There's like there's big threes. There's like
there's like 6 of them or something.
There's like acts of service.
Yep.
That's not one of mine. I don't care. Is there a gift one or like?
Gift giving is one.
Nothing. I mean, I just like affection. You know, I like to be held like a little baby.
Dude, here's the thing. I don't know if any of them apply to me.
Yeah, that's the only one that kind of
Let me look this up.
I feel the most loved. It blew my mind when I was told there's more than just like physical touch. I was like, wait, people find love in just cleaning. I was like, that is a scam.
Love language test.
That's just me.
5 love languages.
Okay, rip them off.
Hold on, let me see here. Okay, looks like we got acts of service.
Yep.
Quality time.
Oh.
Words of affirmation.
Oh.
Physical touch and gift. Receiving gifts. I think they mean gift giving.
Oh, okay. So what was the second one? The second or third one?
Quality time.
Quality time. So that just what does that mean? You're just.
I don't know. This sounds like bullshit to me.
Is this
I've never heard
time?
quality time.
I've heard the acts of service one, physical touch. That one makes sense. The gifts make sense, I guess, if you like to be showered in gifts.
Dude, I don't know if any of them apply to me.
That's so materialistic.
Like, acts of service, maybe, but it's not like I'm constantly like,
serve me.
But I'm not. But it's things that you're doing for the person you love.
Oh, I'm well aware.
So
of
like
this love language.
So like I don't know. It's not like I don't do anything for my wife, but I don't know if it's my way of showing affection.
It's definitely not my way, but I guess in some ways people's ways of receiving.
But if any applies, it might be acts of service because it's not physical touch. Because it's not like I don't touch my wife, but I'm not like a very like PD. I don't like holding hands. I don't like like I fuck.
Yeah. I know you're not gay.
I'm not gay or nothing, but like I don't know. I'm not like a very like always have to be like touching my wife and stuff. But also like quality time. I mean, I'm around my wife a lot.
So maybe that's.
But that's not like,
dude.
It's not like I'm like.
Yeah.
Oh, we just need to be around each other all the time. That's unhealthy to me.
Yeah, I think time apart's good.
But then,
being there is different for each other.
Like all of the things I do, but I'm like none of them feels like my. I don't know. I'm just like I think I'm a man without a country when it comes to love language.
A man without a country. I like that, dude. That's the sixth one. That's the sixth sense.
Yeah, free agent.
I think that
little of this, little of that.
I think it's just like astrology. To me, that's what it feels like.
But dude, I don't think it is. I think there's like a little more science to it,
to the love language,
or like psychology or something.
Okay.
Because astrology, listen, for all the women listening and the gay men, I don't understand like how you think that's a legitimate thing.
I've been poking around our like stats on our podcast stuff, and it's the male to female ratio is like I think it's like 5% of women or something. I'm like, this is great. Dude, makes sense, but
I hate everyone that listens to our podcast.
I think I like most. I think I like most people that listen to our podcast.
I mean, I might just like the Discord is like truly a fucking hellscape. We might have to shut it down.
Yo, we should bomb it and build back better.
I don't think we can. I think we're just gonna get the same fucking
psychopaths.
Yes, dude. We've been invaded by psychos, which a bunch have admitted that they're not even Patreon subscribers.
Oh, then how did they get in there?
I don't know. But my thing is like, well, at this point, I wouldn't dare insist that somebody pay to be a part of this fucking hell.
Well, to the Discord, but you still get the episodes and stuff if you want to.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you should subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, definitely subscribe
to
the
Patreon. But, I mean, if you're just on the Discord and I'm just like, this is like the worst place on the internet. I don't understand why you would even want to do that.
It got nuked, dude.
It sucks. It's so everyone on there is like so punishing.
I didn't know they weren't patrons. That's premium stuff right there. What the heck?
Yeah, the other day someone was like, "Hey, just curious, is this just for Patreon subscribers?" And someone was like, "Yeah." And like a couple people were like, "Oh, I'm not that."
How did they get in there? I don't know. To be honest, I feel like a little boomer on Discord. I don't really know exactly.
I think everyone on there should kill themselves. I mean that wholeheartedly. Everyone on there should
I mean that
themselves.
in the nicest way.
No, I mean it in the meanest spirited way. I hate them so much. They talk about us and our music like we're not there, and that bothers me.
Yeah,
because I'm like, we run this.
This is for us to just chat and chill and make funny things. It was great before, but hey, the episodes are getting more frequent back on the Patreon. So do yourself a favor, subscribe to the Patreon, and you still get some episodes there.
Yeah, I mean, don't bother with the Discord, but unless you're curious about how bad it is, then you can pop your head in there and just see the fucking dipshits that are. There's like 4 people that post at this point, and I despise all 4 of them.
I'll just block them. They're
just gonna make another account probably.
Shit.
That's the thing. I'm just I'd rather just shut the whole fucking thing down so these dumbasses can go roost somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't care. I rarely look at it these days. It was fun when we first did it. We'll do another thing. We'll do something else. We'll do something cooler.
I also think only bad opinions are posted in there, so like, and I have to fight the urge to just be like rude to everybody on there.
Yeah.
So
well, yeah.
So stop posting on there. Okay, that's my official. That's my official.
Go quiet
opinion.
in the Discord. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Unless you skydived, I want to know about your skydiving experience. Well, if you're listening to this podcast right now and you're on the YouTube channel, let me know about your skydiving experience.
I want to know. If you're in the Discord, I only want to know about it if you did it and died, because that's all I care about.
Someone has legacy mode in your account,
dude. Yeah, that's like I said, that's the worst place on the internet. I can't state it enough how obnoxious it is.
What else is going on in the world these days?
I mean,
when you
not
got
anything.
Not anything good exactly. Let's see. Bands are getting canceled from coming to America. Not canceled. They're getting the visa revoked.
Who is?
That happened to? The two rappers. I think they were saying like everyone should die. That's like in the Israel like army.
Oh, Bob Villain.
That's the one.
Which, dude, no one respect. I say this with respect. No one listen to that guy's music. This is the best press he's ever gotten.
But now he can't come to America, so he's a little.
Is he British?
Yeah, I think so. I think Kneecap is also banned from America too.
That's
so
gay, dude. To be like to express a political opinion. I mean, we're fucking preaching to the choir, I'm sure, but
at like a pretty.
But
liberal.
Dude, just like I don't know, man. That's so. It's pathetic, honestly.
Yeah. So they've been banned.
I hope we should say that so we're banned from other countries.
How do you get banned from Europe?
I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you should kill everyone in the IDF.
Is it IDF? Yeah. I was thinking IVF. I'm so women's like
in vitro.
Yeah, like pregnancy.
Yeah, I should get a vasectomy. I've been thinking about getting a vasectomy.
I'll get one sometime in my life. We've had friends that got them. It seems fine at the moment, and then
it seems like I was reading about it.
Yeah,
and there's some mixed. It seems like everyone's experience is a little different, but some people are like, "Oh yeah, my balls hurt for like a month."
But can't you take? I mean, I would hope Advil or some sort of medicine would help.
I'm sure it helps,
with the
but
balls.
like, if your balls hurt, there's nothing you can do about it, and that's one of the most like.
That's the most painful thing in the universe.
It like hurts your stomach. It's indescribable.
Yeah.
It's like it feels very like medically alarming.
Yeah, when kids would kick you in the kick each other in the balls at like elementary school, that was like the worst thing when you found out. I feel like some kids just found out it hurt other people. They're like, oh fuck, and they would just slap each other. I'm like, not my humor, dude. Don't touch me. Not my love language.
It's a shame that like we can't put them away.
The balls and suck it in.
That's one of our biggest biological flaws is we can't suck them in our body to protect them.
That's an Achilles heel right there.
Straight up.
That you can't suck your balls up. Like
honestly, dick too.
Dick would be nice. Balls would be like top.
Dude,
tier.
I mean, mine's hanging freaking 11.5 inches off my body, and I just can't like. It's just hanging out there for anything to lop it off at its
nothing can hold
earliest
that thing
convenience.
Yeah, imagine being like back in the day when they didn't have clothes. Isn't that terrifying? You know.
I mean,
what if you're swinging?
Mine's underpants and underwear, and I'm always like, something's gonna happen to it.
It's always just kind of slithering around in there.
It is kind of. Listen,
we should be able to wrap it up.
Gals have a hard time, pretty much
all day,
every other aspect. But it does seem like I guess that's the fucking price we pay. Our whole shit is just on the outside of our body. That's.
Yeah, it seems like a flawed design.
I think it is.
I think they were like,
dude, dogs got like a little sheath that it
goes back into.
Yeah,
yeah. But their balls do hang out. But at least their dick kind of.
Their balls hang out.
Yeah, and cats' balls.
Yo, speaking of, you remember? Okay, so when we went to high school.
Yeah. Okay.
You know where I'm going with this?
No.
When we went to high school.
Oh, maybe. Go on.
The school mascot was a ram.
Now I know where you're going with it.
And there was physically a ram that would be at the local football game, the high school football games, and it would be sitting on the side of the field. They would literally have the ram just chilling, like someone would be holding it on a rope. And his name was Otto.
Yes.
And dude, it had testicles that I'm not exaggerating, were this big each, like comically large to the point where I was like, what is this about? Like they're just asking, like, is this a bit they're doing or what? Like, I always wanted to know why are its balls so big? They got like it looked Totally uncomfortable. They had to have literally weighed like 10 pounds each.
I feel like he also had like shit on him too. Like,
I mean,
it was just like dingleberries hanging off the back of him as well.
Yeah, why didn't they hose him down from time to time? That was our school's mascot.
I don't know. Yeah, take some pride in our mascot, school.
Like, I'm not saying they had to geld the poor guy and get rid of his nuts, but for them to each be the size of actual footballs was like, I don't know. You're just like asking for jokes.
Yeah, how are you supposed to take us seriously?
Like, our team might as well, our mascot should have just been his testicles.
Now that would have been cool.
Point. That's the focal point of
this
animal.
Or like maybe a little branding, like the letter of the school on his balls, like shaving in there.
Also, now that I'm thinking about it, was he even a ram?
I don't think
because I feel like an actual ram would be like you couldn't just chill at the side of a football field with it.
Yeah, but it was.
This is like a big ass goat with big ass nuts.
Well, what's the difference between a goat and a ram? Are they two different species?
I think there's like a few different kinds of species of them, but but the horns are the
and they want to
giveaway.
They want to ram that shit into you. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they drugged him up because he would just stand there.
PETA, go get him.
He would just and take his nuts while you're at it. Poor thing.
That poor thing's. How long do rams live for? There's some creatures out there that live way longer than I anticipate or thought.
If I was to guess, I would bet rams live for about 30 years. That's my guess. Let me see.
I'm guessing like 12 years.
12?
Yeah, closer to like a dog or something, like 15 years.
How long?
I'm gonna guess teens. That's where I'm gonna be at.
Rams live, dude. 10 to 12 years.
Yeah, because they're kind of like dogs. I wish they lived to 30. I would get a ram then, and then have it as my little pet in the backyard, or maybe a goat rather, so it could eat the grass. You know.
So okay, so a sheep's lifespan is 10 to 12 years. Mm-hmm. Goat is 15 to 18.
Because of the goats.
It doesn't say. Oh. Okay. A ewe's average lifespan is 10 to 14 years, while rams typically live 9 to 12 years. Bighorns less than 1 year of age are referred to as lambs. Bighorn sheep are social animals. Okay, well, I don't care about any of that. Forming herds of over 100. Yeah, because they got the freaking biggest nuts of all species.
Yeah, they got power in those balls.
Dude, chickens 5 to 10 years.
That's longer than I thought. I would say 3 to 6 with chickens.
Naturally?
They're so small.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe like 5
turtles
years.
live long as shit.
Well, turtles make sense because they're kind of like built to like withstand like a bomb, you know? They suck in. See, they can suck in. So like that would be like our balls sucking in. We'd probably live longer because they can go into their little shell.
I saw 2 birds having sex the other day.
Oh, they got the little corkscrew. Isn't that how birds fuck?
That's a.
Or is that a dolphin?
That's a.
A dolphin with a regular person's dick is really funny to me.
I don't know what a dolphin's packing.
Just like a drinker.
I feel like it probably looks pretty similar.
Because they have sex for pleasure, right? And that's like one of the things with them.
Yeah, apparently they're rapists.
So yeah, they're.
Apparently dolphins are rapers. Like that's like the big danger of them is they'll rape you.
But imagine it was just in the ocean and just had a full on like regular dick boner with balls.
I mean, balls would fucking crack me up. Even if it was trying to rape me, I would like not be able to withhold from laughing.
But it looks like it's like blue, you know, like a shade of blue. I'm just like, all right, dude, have your way with me.
Dude, what animals do have the corkscrew?
Maybe it's a duck. I think it's some sort of
What?
bird.
Duck sounds right.
Ducks. People eat ducks, man.
Yo, ducks are gross. I don't like
greasy.
They're greasy and they're like.
You don't like the food, or you don't like the ducks themselves?
I love a duck themselves,
yeah. Quack, quack.
But eating them is like I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it, which is kind of strange because I'm like, why would it be much different than a chicken?
Oh, you think it'd be exactly the same? They're basically the same thing. One's a
Well,
little more greasier.
chickens are disgusting. Like You look at chickens and they're like, they look fully like dinosaurs. And then a duck is like this like cute little, well, geese are a different story. Geese are kind of scary.
Don't get me started on a swan. They're gorgeous, dude.
They're kind of scary looking too.
I think they're nice, but I don't want to get close to them. They're big. They're big motherfuckers.
They're big and like.
Speaking of our school, or junior, or you went to both high school, junior highs, right? Or just one?
Just one.
Okay, so my junior high, we had just swans that the English lady like fed or something or took care of. We would just take trips during English class to go down and look at the swans.
Speaking of, when you were younger,
yes,
you used to feed ducks bread, right?
Yeah, that's what you feed them.
So I remember like probably 10 years ago, there were constantly like infographics and stuff going around that were like, don't feed ducks and geese bread. It fucks up their stomach and it fucks up the water.
Oh, it fucks up yourself. So it's kind of like a boomerang effect.
But I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anyone heed the warning of feeding ducks bread in like 10 years.
Do you think they were just putting in all those like bread feeding machines? Or I'm sorry, the bird feeding machines that had the little pellets in it?
The pellets? I mean...
And they're like, this is a good scam for us. We can just tell them bread's bad for you.
I don't know. I think people just stopped caring about ducks.
Aw. They're cute. They're greasy.
Yeah, I mean, don't eat ducks. They don't taste good.
No, you don't want a duck.
Yeah, we should stop doing this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know how we got started on that. I felt like we were starting off flying high in this episode.
I mean,
we were doing good, man.
My thing is like, what is there even to say?
We were hitting it, man. I feel like we were really flying high, and we got off. We were talking about something I don't think we've ever talked about before.
Death Stranding 2.
Yes.
We might need to start getting like more guests.
Go back to guest mode?
I don't know. I kind of hate guests, but then again, I'm like...
I like the occasional guest.
I like the occasional guest. People are so mean to us in the comments when we have a guest.
Yeah, who are these ugly fuckers?
They're like, these guys are hideous. They're not even asking the guest questions. They're just talking about themselves. It's like, hey, first of all, they're our guest.
Yeah, we're not guests.
They have to listen to what we say. This is our show, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Yeah, maybe we'll get a guest then next episode. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. That might be a good idea. I would do a few more guests. I feel like we haven't had one for a while. Yeah. Well, we got one that we could think of. I know. Maybe we'll have him on in the future.
And it's none other than Mr. Bean himself, Rowan Atkinson, anti-cancel culture advocate.
Where do they think he lives? England?
Definitely in England.
Or L.A.?
Not L.A.
He doesn't really do... Does he do much stuff? So
not really. Not American stuff, at least. And like...
Yo, isn't that weird? You can have like a whole like career of an actor and not be like an L.A. actor. You're like,
dude,
oh yeah, I'm a Bollywood actor.
I mean, that's such a different thing.
Like Steven Seagal.
But right? I don't think you need to live in L.A. to be an actor.
Not anymore.
I think you can live almost anywhere.
It just makes it a little bit easier, I think. But I think about like Steven Seagal, like he is still known. But I'm like, does he still act? And if you look at all his movies, they're all like
he's like
movies.
such a
fat
publicly
fuck.
Such a loser that like.
But at that point, you just gotta accept it that you're a loser and just keep your life going because how much more is left for him?
I mean, he's maybe I would assume he's still rich.
Yeah, definitely. I'd be shocked if he was scraping by trying to pay for a Patreon or something. I can't afford the Patreon.
Yeah, he probably can't. Fucking broke. He's one of the people in the Discord that I can't stand.
He's probably like 80.
Yeah, the people in the Discord are going to hear this and not feel good that I said this. But, yo, somebody needs to tell you that you are so obnoxious, guys.
I wonder if they even listen to the show, if they just found it.
It feels like they don't, because the way that they talk about, like, us and our music is pretty crazy. I don't know, but I hate them, and I wish nothing but the worst for them. Dude, I watched a baby yesterday, and it was Well, Joey did most of the watching, to be fair.
Yeah.
But there was going to be like an hour that I was going to be left alone with the baby, and I was scared.
Did that happen?
No.
Okay.
Joey had a doctor's appointment, and she rescheduled it last minute because she was like, this is going to be tough.
I mean, it could go either way. It could be totally fine, but I think the whole thought of having to jump into action would stress me out.
Well, he's not very used to being away from his parents.
That will do it.
And they weren't here. He's pretty used to being around Joey, so that was like, he was already like a little fussy when it was the two of us and very unsure of me. I've been around him plenty of times.
Yeah.
But towards the end, that was my boy. Cried when I left.
He dapped you up. He said,
He dapped me up. But yeah, if he was just left alone with me, he would have cried the whole time.
Yeah, you think like the door shuts and immediately just starts crying for the whole hour. You're just trying to stop crying.
When his dad left, he was instantly like upset.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I did too, but man, dude,
grow up, you know?
Yeah, it's like, bro, why are you? That's what I said. I said, are you seriously crying right now?
You're acting really like a baby, dude.
I know you're only one, but what the fuck is going on here?
I met bro once. Cute kid.
Incredibly cute.
He's got that going for him.
But yeah, I
don't know what to do with a baby.
Dude, babies are intimidating.
It's crazy because I was one at one point.
Yo, I think about that all the time. I think about the most obnoxious. This is a thing that I don't know what this means. I'll see the most like deranged, cringe person on Instagram, and I'll just be like, the thought will cross my mind, like, wow, this person was just like a little baby, just a blank slate at one point.
Like clean, yeah,
they were just a little baby, didn't know anything, and now they're just like, everything in their life brought them here to being annoying on Instagram. That's like crazy.
Well, I'm just thinking of homie with the dreads now.
Oh, same.
That's.
I thought about him. I was like, this guy.
He was a baby once.
80 years ago was a fucking fat, disgusting baby with drug addiction and dreadlocks.
He's like what, 40, 45? Yeah, he might be older than that.
He better be older than 45.
I was scrolling his IG.
His face looks like he's 80. I know he's not 80, but
I mean, the road years, he's 80.
Dude, I'm willing to bet he's a hard living 58.
Yeah. Oh, I would agree with that. I would back you up on that.
Maybe his profile says how old he is.
Yeah, dude. I was scrolling my feed last night or recently. There he is. Now he's popping up for me. I'm like, come on, man.
Ever since we found him, he pops up.
Yeah.
Ever since I couldn't find him the one time.
He's always there now. And yeah, he really pissed me off. He was just sitting there with like his tummy out, dancing, feet out. Bruh.
What's his name again?
You texted it to me.
Oh, I did text it to you.
That's how I find most things. I'm always I think like who was I talking to about that? I'll search it.
Oh, dude, the best feature that iPhones have is that you can just go into your texts and just go to the top and just type in a word, and it brings up all the conversations with that word.
It's pretty nice.
Here he is, dude.
Looking like a nice, disgusting. Well, if anyone knows.
I wish his profile. Interesting thing about him. He doesn't have a bio on Instagram.
That's shocking.
That's really crazy.
You almost think there would be like sobriety, and then maybe I could see him finding God, because sobriety, maybe a little 314.
I mean, he's definitely trying to like be a guy on the internet. So like, it is interesting that he has no information in his bio.
Management, hit me up here,
Yeah,
they love to do that shit.
Dude, I'm looking at him right now.
I wonder how well his TikTok does.
I'm willing to bet better than his Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you have TikTok on your phone?
Yeah, I do. Because we had a quit your band TikTok. That's the only reason I still have it. What's his here? What's his name? It's probably the same user, right?
Probably.
Okay. Hit me with his name.
DADDAYAHART.
Daddy.
Dad Day. I don't think that's what it is. Dad Day a heart. But then his name is just Andrew Stokes.
Maybe I'll look up Andrew Stokes.
Yeah. As we found out on, one of the more recent episodes, just searching fat, disgusting drug addict dread guy doesn't produce the results that you're looking for.
Okay, he's not. Andrew Stokes does not pop up, so I might have to go back to his.
Like I said, I don't respect that he fakes. I mean, I believe that he's a drug addict, but he his little skits he does before and after, and the before is just him pretending to be on drugs. It's so crazy.
That's strange. DAD. Let's see. DADDAYYA. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. I think his TikTok is DADDYA3.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. How many followers do you think he has on TikTok?
20K.
20K? Would you be surprised if it was more or less?
I would be surprised if it was more.
Yo, check this out. He has 350,000 followers on TikTok.
He's doing way better on TikTok. He has 14 and a half on Instagram.
Holy shit. Like, how?
What are the comments looking like?
So it's really it's really confusing because some of his videos only have 1,000 views and other videos have some have over 1 million.
Well, hey, so, everybody's got their hits.
Hey, I get it. We do a podcast. Let's scroll through them. Be so proud of yourself. I go to detox tomorrow. Oh, God damn, I'm so proud. Everyone's so proud of him. Let me try to find a more not one that did 1 million views. Put this one. Put some shoes on. No.
Yo, that was me. he all due respect, the man, he needs to put his fucking shoes on.
Yes, let's go.
Nobody wants to see your purple feet. That's crazy.
Dude, lots of love. Too much love, honestly. He needs to get...
I mean, dude, I'm happy for all the support that he's getting, but put your shoes on is the most apt criticism he could receive.
Dude, yeah, everyone loves them.
Also, I don't think... For a person that's a recovering drug addict, I don't think trying to be an influencer is good for that.
No, because it's kind of addictive.
Yeah, I think it's just a different thing that could lead you back into... I'm going to comment that. I'm going to DM and be like, hey, brother, happy for all your TikTok success, but just get a normal job, I think.
So here, someone said 17 minutes clean and sober on one of his videos. So maybe poor guy.
Well, I mean, he doesn't look clean and sober.
No, he doesn't.
That's my thing. I'm like, bro, you gotta get rid of your hair.
What kind of cut would you think you would look good with, a faux hawk or?
Dude, just a shaved head.
Just a shaved head.
A fucking shaved head. I mean,
dude, yeah. First off, being white and having dreads is crazy. Being 6 years old and being white.
Dude, if you're white with dreads, you got to have the dreads that are down to the back of your knees.
Full commit.
Full commit.
This guy bio too in his TikTok, veteran, handicap, little handicap symbol.
Yeah, we know, brother.
PTSD.
What say his age? I'm dying to know how old he is.
Yeah. Should I just comment hey, what's your age?
Yo, it'd be so funny if it said his age and he's 29.
He's got a link tree. All right. Open anyway. I don't give a fuck. All right. Should we go to his Amazon wish list?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Let's see what he's got on there.
PayPal. We just PayPal him some money.
Yo, we should honestly hit him with some PayPal money.
Just the whole Patreon.
Here you go, brother. We sent you $1,200.
If Live Nation still did that money they gave out, I'd be sure. Let's do it.
Yeah. It's kind of a shame they stopped doing that.
Dude, they went total 180 and now it's back to merch cuts and even worse than before now. I'm holy cow, dude.
Did we talk about the Astro World documentary on the main feed episode or the Patreon?
I think it was...
It's probably main feed.
Main feed. I still have to watch it.
They need to...
His wish list just has socks on it, which is crazy.
Yeah, he needs to put some fucking shoes on it. He's halfway there.
They're all socks.
Like only socks. Only socks?
There's like 6 items and half of them are socks.
Dude, six items on the Amazon wish list is so funny.
He's got 6, 5. Wait, oh,
socks.
The first thing, socks. Second thing, low ankle socks. Third thing, 3-pack, multi-pack, men's insulated. More socks. Oh, a cool Adidas like a hat you'd wear, like a bucket hat. You look cool in that, and more socks.
Dude, what is the most expensive item on that list?
Dude, maybe the sleeping bag that he has on here. He has a sleeping bag and a tent. Dude,
that's he's planning for his relapse.
Yeah, he found a nice spot.
He's like, I'm gonna be homeless again, man. I gotta get the tent and the sleeping bag while I can. I'm not trying to find one again.
Oh man, poor
That'd be
guy.
so awesome. He just has a sleeping bag, tent, tarp.
Yo, some of those people got good setups though. They got a whole living room.
Dude, I mean,
I'm not living like that.
I know that I have it way better than those people, but sometimes you'll see them just like, they look so comfortable.
They don't have a care in the world. They just need.
I mean,
well, they do. But.
That's the thing. When they look so comfortable, they currently don't have a care in the world.
Right.
But the second they become uncomfortable and they spring back up, then it's like they have every care in the world.
Yeah.
But dude, sometimes I just look at them like, man,
jealous.
I'm jealous. Because they got some kind of reprieve. They're like, all right, well, you know, I feel good now. I'm going to wake up feeling like absolute shit. Gonna need to figure out a way to get some more stuff, and I'm gonna feel fucking like $1 million. Now
I see what Daddy Hard's talking about. Now I see what he.
Dude, his wish list having just socks is so fucking funny.
It's 5 socks.
Like, dude, if I had an Amazon wish list, it would be minimum 100 things, and they would vary between.
So are people just buying him socks every day? He's got a lot of followers on TikTok. That's a lot of followers.
I mean,
350,000.
I don't know. And like, who is respectfully, if you're not like a hot chick, who's buying stuff for you on your Amazon wish list?
2 guys in their 30s doing podcasting.
Yeah, we should buy him the tent.
We might get a shout out on one of his videos.
Dude.
Hey, thanks Taylor and Jake for getting me this video, the tent. Blah.
We should buy him something, and then if we can leave a comment, let him know that we've talked about it on the podcast, and he tunes in. He's just like hears us being like fat, disgusting drug addict with dreadlocks.
We'll come to him and we'll do an episode.
I only have one question for him, and that's how old are you, sir?
And would you be willing to maybe put some socks on? Cut your hair?
Dude, if we could get him on the podcast, I would be like, dude, I can't be the first person that's brought this up, but you should put the dogs away.
It comes on, we just play Who Let the Dogs Out. We're like, what would you think of this song?
I mean, here's my thing. I'm sure he has some sort of medical issue.
Yeah.
However, his feet just look painful. It's like if I had like a disfigured arm. I'd probably wear long sleeves.
I'd wear long sleeves or like a compression sleeve.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's not going to make anyone feel good to look at my fucking mangled arm.
No. But yeah.
I mean, he's within his right to have his feet out, okay?
But not on cam.
But
he's public facing.
Dude, they're hideous. The feet are hideous. They need to go away.
Get them away. Get some shoes on. Get in your tent. And forget about it. What were we going to bring up about Astro World?
Oh, I was just going to say the fucking Live Nation is the devil.
Yeah.
And they need to, they at least need to be bullied back into giving us $1,500 every time we play one of their shitholes.
Yeah. If you're going to take the merch cut, both can't go away. So,
like, dude,
that's crazy.
To be like the live event conglomerate, they should pay everyone more money.
I agree. I think most of the music and entertainment industry should pay the artists more money.
Well, we got not to dive too much into our business, but we got like some offers to play Europe, and they were so low that we were like, Zach quickly did the math and was like, if this show sold out, they would make like many $1,000s more than they're willing to pay us.
Yeah.
It's like not how it works.
Yeah. It sucks.
So it really comes off as only an insult to be like, oh yeah, you can.
Yeah, they don't really
bring
want
you over
there.
to the fucking worst place on planet Earth.
Yeah.
And underpay you. Yo, you're not getting me to come to Europe ever again for less than $12,000 a show.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here.
Yeah.
You know what?
No.
Let's make it 20,000.
While we're talking, while we're there,
let's make it 20,000.
Well, you were getting paid at least 10 to play with John on July 25th.
Well,
Greeks.
that's right down the fucking road.
Yeah. So
if I got to fly all the way over to freaking Europe, dude, I'm gonna need 20 at least.
I was thinking plugging some other things of music or just things in general on this show would be kind of fun. I can kind of close today with it, but the new the signing for Soulblind to close Casket I thought was fucking sick. So I'm excited to hear new tunes from them and
about time.
And I like the fucking new Angel Dust song. So shout out Justice and
new
the
Angel
boys.
Dust. I talked to him the other day, and he's trying to get me to move to Baltimore.
Yeah, that's.
He has a nice house. I haven't been to his house yet, but his house seems nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, those songs are good.
Love them. So.
New End It song that we're going on tour with.
All good things.
Who else?
Thanks.
I don't know. I have to piss.
Yeah.
But thanks for hanging, everybody. Bye.